Hey everybody, my name is ajtheone and you're watching 21 Questions with ajtheone. Well, this is baby girl, but same thing. Okay, let's just jump right into this video. For those that don't know me, I am a rapper, multimedia artist, and creative director from Inglewood, California and the Bay Area. So basically I opened up my Instagram and asked for 21 questions and folks have been submitting. So I might not answer all 21 honestly, but we still gonna call it that in the title. You see my logo? Yeah, I'm featured on TEDx Official, Rhythm and Flow Netflix. You might have seen me on a few, things. You might have caught me live, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm kind of private person, and I kind of keep my personal life under wraps. So this video is an opportunity for my supporters to get to know a little bit more about my personal life and the things that have inspired me to do what I do. So the first question that I see here is, what keeps you motivated when you hit a creative block writing? One of the main things I like to do is just kind of walk away and enjoy some other type of writing that I like. So whether that be a free write, I think that sometimes as rappers and as wordsmiths, we kind of get so caught up in what we're trying to say, what we're trying to communicate, that we forget to have fun, we forget to relax those shoulders, and also stepping away and doing something other than writing is awesome. Go into nature, clear that mind, clear those brain folds. Are you Greek? If so, why or why not? This is an interesting question. This was someone who was not Greek. I feel like people if you don't know what Greek is, like, are you part of I think they mean like a Greek organization, like a fraternity or sorority, you feel me? If that's what you're talking about, no, I'm not Greek. I feel like if someone is Greek, you'll know. Greek organizations are so wonderful for what they're supposed to be doing, and that's like, uplifting community, serving community, and also, building a community within themselves, which is an amazing thing. I thought about it. I decided not to do it because at the time I was super invested in the Black Student Union at the time. The Black Student Union at UC Berkeley was just like the guide for like all the political agenda for Black students on campus. And so being the chair of that organization was no small deal. And it was just a lot going on that I just didn't feel like I could do both. And then also at the time I was like rapping my ass off. Like when I went to Berkeley, I was performing like 3 times a week. And that's a lot. I was performing a lot. Like 2 of those were actually paid gigs, and then 1 of those were like cafes. I used to like do open mics, and you feel me? I used to get my groove on. So I didn't actually end up pledging. Do you like the Bay or LA better? I hate when people ask me that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like when people ask me that question. Why? Because it's like, do you like your bedroom or your car better? It's like, my car helps me to get to point A to point B. Okay, I'm more productive in my vehicle. So many opportunities have opened up because of my vehicle. Let me tell you, my room is my room. It's like my place of solace. Everything goes down in there's a me singing. Okay, do I like LA or the Bay better? Neither one. I don't have an answer to that question. Why? Because those are my 2 homes. Like, my mom's from Oakland. When I was young, we were in Oakland for every Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Like, anytime my mom had an opportunity to go back to Oakland, we would go and she would take us with her. And I built a really strong bond with my cousins, which is why when it was time for college, I'm like, I'm going to Berkeley, because I really wanted to be by my cousins and I wanted to experience that Bay Area lifestyle as an adult. I graduated from high school at 17, and I was there, my whole adult life till I was 24, 23, 17 to 23. I think that's right. So they're just both such home to me, and I don't feel comfortable picking either one. Who's your favorite rapper right now? If I can't pick myself, my favorite, I'm gonna give you a bunch of people that I'm listening to. My favorite rappers right now: Tierra Whack, Tyler the Creator. I like Oshun a lot, the duo from New York. I really like Oshun. I'm in album mode myself, so I've been listening to so much of myself. I can't even like tell you who my favorite rappers are right now. I don't listen to just rap too. I listen to a lot of alternative music like The Fray, Tame Impala. You know, I listen to rock. I listen to a little bit of country. What's something we don't know about you? AJ stands for yeah, that's something I don't know about me. I really, really love my name. The reason why I chose to go by AJ is because it's more gender neutral. And another question that I've been getting, and I get so much, is, are you queer? The answer is yes. I do identify as a queer person.
This nigga gay.
You know, I do what I want, I say what I want, I dress how I want, and I love whom I want. So if that person is a man, if that person is a woman, if that's a chick with a dick, who knows? But you know, I don't base who I like based off of like their gender or their sex. Zero sex at birth. You feel me? I knew I was queer before I knew I liked anything but men. Like I knew I always liked men, but I started to say I was queer before I even really had my first romantic or sexual encounter with a woman, because I just knew. Who was your favorite judge from Rhythm and Flow and why? My audition, y'all didn't get to see my audition, so I'll just make a long story short. For my audition, I had Snoop Dogg as a guest judge, and then Cardi, T.I., and Chance the Rapper. My favorite judge experience was Snoop Dogg. Why? He really liked me. He told me that he could tell I had heart. He was like, I could tell you got heart, cuz. And I was like, he gave me a lot of great feedback about breath control and needing background dancers in the future, and just kind of like being really honest about how I can grow my performance value while still keeping, you know, who I am. And I just really, really appreciate that from him, especially as someone's he's from Pasadena, but he's from Long Beach, but he's still an LA legend, and I so appreciated him for that. The second runner-up besides Snoop Dogg would be Chance the Rapper. Just because Chance's feedback was really, really dope too. Like, even though y'all didn't get to see it, that first audition was my strongest performance. I don't know why my strongest performance wasn't shown on the show. I think it's so that you all couldn't really capture just how strong of a performer I was. I'm not sure. But Chance the Rapper told me I was the first contestant that he saw that could win the competition. And Los Angeles was the last, you know, we were the last city to audition. So it meant so much to hear that from him. And his feedback was consistent throughout the show, despite my last appearance. And I didn't get feedback on my last performance at the Cypher. I'll just make another video. Y'all can comment below if you want me to talk more about my experience, what happened, but that answers the question. My #1 favorite judge was freaking Snoop Dogg for so many reasons. And I was performing and he was smoking the whole time. Like, it was just a big old smoke around him, and I just felt like, oh my God, I'm entertaining him. What's your sun, moon, and rising? I am a Capricorn, pure, with an Aries moon, because I got that hot fire. I'm an Aries moon with a Cancer rising, because I appear to care, and I do. How do you know Janae Aiko? That's a good question. I'm glad someone asked, because I'm not responding to all you motherfuckers that keep asking. Janae's my sister. We are not biological sisters, but her and my brother Lucky have been best friends since they were 15 years old, dancing together, rocking together, auditioning together, just doing their thing together. And Janae is just a major part of my life growing up. We spent every Easter at her house. She would come to our slumber parties to just surprise our friends. Janae has been famous to me since she was 15. Like, she's been working since she was like young. And so, like, before I even met her, she was working towards the goal that she is right now. She's one of the most hardworking people I've ever met in my life, along with my brother. Lucky is her choreographer, movement director, and like creative director. A lot of the set designs that you see are my brother Lucky. They make such an amazing team. Her recent video, Pussy Fairy, was choreographed by my brother Lucky, who's also seen dancing with her. And so she's just an amazing person, and I'm 24 now, so I've known her for half of my life. My first time stealing was with Janae. My first time ever hearing anything explicit about sex come from someone's actual mouth and addressed to me was Janae. Like, she's so crazy. Like, she's crazy, but I love it. And yeah, it's just my sister. What do you look for in a partner? I really am into BB everything. BB everything, like BBW, BBC, BBQ. Aside from that, I really like a partner to take initiative. Like, if we meet and I give you my number, that's a really good sign. In 24 to 48 hours, you want to have texted me or reached out to me in some way, shape, or form, because I have a lot of numbers that are going in and out of my face and I might not remember you, and you don't want that. I meet them, get our number, and in like a week tops, we're hanging out, we're doing something. I really like when people are like taking initiative to follow up with me after they have asked me to like give them my number and stuff. And it sounds weird, but like, I like gifts. Like, I like when people show me that like they like me enough to actually put something up, and that can be anything, like, you know, like cash at me something, just stuff that shows like, okay, you actually you're doing this for me, but I don't really see you doing that for everybody, you know? Like, do something for me that you don't do for every other bitch, because I'm not every other bitch. I really like people who are low-key. Now, you can be famous and be low-key. Like, my sister is a really good example of what it's like to be famous, A-list celebrity, but low-key. Like, you're not always in somebody's gossip column. You're not like, everybody doesn't know your business. You're not someone who I can like talk to my one homegirl who knows everybody's business and she know hella shit about you. Like, if I clock you to my homegirl who know everybody's business and it takes her a while to find something out and she don't even really find nothing, that's the nigga I want, okay? Because I'm the same way. Like, yeah, like, I'm popular, I guess, like, I don't know. Like, you could be famous, popular, whatever, but people don't know your business. You're not out like running your mouth. You're not someone who, you know, talks about every person you've had sex with, or you have to like floss everything you own. Like, I really don't like flossy niggas. I like really confident people, because that's like how I am. What else do I look for in a partner? I really like people with their individual style. Like, again, you don't gotta be big hype beasting it up. You don't gotta be like super whoop whoop whoop. But like, if you have your own personal style and it's like certain things that you would wear that look good on you because you wore it and like that's how you are and that's how you dress, like, I like that shit. I just love people with a sense of originality. Oh, in terms of women, I like big women, and I'm not talking about Megan Thee Stallion. I'm talking about fucking Queen Latifah. Some people don't like this word, but like, I like fat women. Like, I like women who are like got some weight, because, you know, I just like it. But it's the difference between, it's different with men. I don't like fat men. Like you can have some weight, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not a thing. But if you just like full-blown fat and you're a man, I'm like, bro, get it together. But if you like, you got some rolls and you a woman and you black and you still rock that shit and you just confident and you sexy, I'm like, suffocate me with your body. You know, I just want to just die under there, you know? Who are your biggest inspirations in music? Good question. I'm gonna just name them off. Missy Elliott, originality, poise. Lil Wayne, wordplay. He also is a fucking comedian in his raps, and you can like sense that shit. Like, there's like certain things that he's saying that's like, oh, that's a bar, but that's also hella funny, my nigga. Like Tyler the Creator is like, he really provided the blueprint for weirdos who still want to rap and still want to like be taken seriously in this industry. Also, his voice is just amazing. Like, I've listened to Tyler since I was like 14. I really love and appreciate Nipsey Hussle, have my entire life. E40, just hella gutta. I like how he changes his voice, and that's something that I picked up on. Definitely Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. I put them together because I was young listening to Lil Kim, and I used to sneak in my dad's car and like play his Lil Kim CD, and like it really used to hit home. But it's Nicki Minaj because a song by Nicki Minaj actually made me record my first song. Like, I was writing poetry and I was always like really interested in the world, right? But when I heard Looking Ass Nigga by Nicki Minaj, I laid that track the fuck down. Oh, Trey Songz. Now, I know I don't do R&B. I know that. But Trey Songz has such an amazing way of creating like sensuality. He's very known for sex, obviously, but like slow motion. Like, he can create sex through sensuality. He also uses really dope wordplay. If you listen to that song, there's so much wordplay in that, and there's so many double entendres, and like, if he was a rapper, he would really be barred the fuck up. And like, that's really what I like to employ in my own music, is a sense of sensuality without always being like, get in my coochie and I know you want it. What inspires you to create? That's a good one. Honestly, unfortunately, like most artists, pain. Trauma. I started to write because of the amount of pain, pressure, and sadness and depression I was under. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't write, I'm literally about to book somebody in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hella need to like get this off my chest. What inspires me to create is the need to communicate. It's also the need to inspire. Like, there are a lot of things that I wish somebody would have told me when I was young. I have really good siblings, and so, like, my parental units are amazing too, but I think my siblings have more to do with why I'm so poised at a young age, because I like watched them and I like saw how they move. There's a lot of things that people are not talking about, that like those things that affect society that no one is really talking about. And when I say vagina vibe and you watch that video, catcalling and like street violence is something that's so like common for women, but it's not something that you see in music. And isn't music supposed to be a reflection of reality? You know what I mean? Like, isn't music supposed to like basically combat or discuss the things that are happening in reality? Why aren't people talking about, you know, street violence, sexual violence, domestic violence? Why aren't people talking about these so candidly as they are other things? And it's important for me as a musician, creative director, to paint the picture for people. You know what I mean? So like, make something mean something and then make it slap. So yes, the song means something, but it's also something that you can play and just vibe to. And that's how you get those messages embedded in people's minds. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit here in front of my wonderful sunflower background. Like, no, you have to actually create artistic content for people in order for things to sink as deep as I personally want them to. So what inspires me to create is like my drive to help people understand social issues and understand like what it is that we're going through. We women, black people, queer people, what we're going through on a daily, and actually being able to create those connections between people who are not in our group and people who are. What's your biggest goal and why? My ultimate goal is to accumulate income off of my creative endeavors solely, only. So like, I can go to sleep and people will still be watching movies I direct, people will still be watching music videos I direct, people will still be watching my music videos, my music is still accumulating income. I just never want to have to do anything but art ever again for income, because I do so much of it. I direct videos, I write poetry, I write scripts. You know what I mean? I'm an actress, I'm an amazing actress, okay? Let me know in the comments if you want some monologuing, because I can do all of that, honey. I really want to own my own production company. You know what I mean? Like Combs Enterprises, Issa Rae Productions, radio, stuff like that. I want to be able to create content while also, you know, giving people in my community jobs, giving my people resources, but also showcasing those narratives, showcasing the narratives that mainstream media doesn't really want you to see. If you ever doubted yourself in making music, what kept you going? You have to believe in yourself more than anything else in the world in order to succeed. I think the world of myself. I think the world of my music. Why? Because how do you expect someone else to believe in you and believe that you can impact the masses if you don't believe that yourself? I think that I have everything that it takes in order to succeed in everything I want to do. And if I don't have what it takes now, give me some time to practice, give me some time to develop, and I'll be there. There's nothing that I cannot do, and that's the same attitude that you have to have for yourself in order to keep going. Nipsey said it best, the only difference between me and him and some of his counterparts is he didn't quit. He went through every single emotion to be where he is today, where that being feeling like a failure, feeling like no one's listening, feeling like, you know, maybe the next person raps better, maybe the next girl has bigger tits, whatever the case may be. You have to know that you have something that no one else brings to the table, and that's the thing that's going to propel you forward. And so I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that there's no one on earth that can do what I do and say the things that I say in the way that I say them. And you know, what I have to say brings value not only to the world but to individuals and to society. If you ever find yourself doubting yourself, just know that like that's the difference between someone who succeeds and fails. Is the person who succeeded failed 30,000 times, and in that 30,001 time they succeeded. You know what I'm saying? Where the failure, he failed 3,000 times, and that 3,001 time broke him. And that's what you just, you know, need to keep in mind, is that, you know, you just gotta keep going and understand that you have value and you have something to offer the world that nobody else can. Thank you for joining 21 Questions with AJ the One. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, if there are any questions that you want me to expand upon that you think deserve its own individual video, let me know. If I get enough votes, then I will do that. So yeah, I love y'all so much. AJ the One.